Hey guys, so today I'll be getting into the beehive and I'll be checking to see how many bees there are, and I'll be seeing how well they're filling up the super that I put on, and how and if the queen is laying in the top box only, then I'll have to reverse the brood boxes so the queen can move up, and I'll explain that more in the video to come. Thank you for watching. Hey guys, so today I'll be checking pretty much everything in the combination of my last 3 videos and potentially reversing the brood boxes if I have to. Alright, gotta remove the outer cover. This is gonna be handy later for when I am setting down the upper brood box and all the other ones. So on the inner cover, which is the one right here, there's a hole in the middle, so you always want to smoke down in the hole. I'll show it to you. But then you pop it up, got the smoker, and smoke it in there. So I added the super recently, and I don't expect them to really be doing anything with it yet, but I'm just going to pull out a few frames to check and see. There's some propolis, which is like the bee's glue. It's what they use to secure the hive together. Okay, so I'm not seeing much, but this is yeah. So not much up here yet, but I'll pull out 1 or 2 more frames from the middle and the outer side just to see if they're. Looks like they're still doing repairs from last year. Oh, there's some nectar in here. It's definitely nowhere close to being capped, but I'll shake off the bees so I can come over. So if you can zoom in really close, you can see the nectar in those cells there. I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but they're doing some good work in there. Alright, so that's pretty much just as much as I was expecting there to be. So that's all I really need. I'm glad that the queen has not moved through the excluder, which isn't supposed to happen, but yeah, just nervous. It's sunny day outside. It's in the 70s, which rarely happens, but this whole week it's going to be warm, which is why I'd feel comfortable potentially reversing the boxes. So, popping it off. The box isn't propolized that much, but yeah, it's pretty light. And wow, you can see. I'm going to take the camera here for a second. There might be some shakiness, just so you know. But this is inside the queen excluder. There's a good amount of bees all hovering around in there. But so this keeps the queen from laying in the honey supply boxes that we will take. So I'm just going to pop this off. So after you're down here, you have to be really careful because you never know where the queen might be. What I think from the last few times I've gone into this hive, she was in the top box mainly, but I'm just going to check that. If it's 100% and I know that she's in the top, then I'll switch the boxes around. So again, I'm impressed. There's a great amount of bees up here. They've been active all day. All right. This edge frame is propolized to the edge of the box here. Whoa. Okay, there's a lot of honey on that one. I can see why they propolised it to the wall. It's sticky and it's starting to drip. There's pollen on top of it too. Whew. That's not great, but there's no real harm that I see. Alright, but that's just honey loosened up. I will put this right there. Alright. Looking down on this frame, I see some brood. This looks nice. There's something cool about this frame that I want to tell you guys about. Wow. So, on this side, alright, well, to start off, I'm going to tell you this, you see, alright, well, you see this ring, how there's brood right here, the capped babies, and then there's larvae around the edges there, and then there's nectar around the rings. That is a perfect brood pattern, is what the beekeepers call it. So this is what you want to see down in the brood boxes or brood chambers. And just checking, I'm seeing really tiny larvae, and I see eggs. So we know that this hive is queen right, or has been recently. And also what I want to show you is, you can see how this brood here is all flat, but these bees up here, it's more rough brood and really elevated. But inside of these, these are boy bees, and the queen can actually tell a difference. She can decide whether she wants there to be each bee to be a boy or a girl. And then on the other side of the frame, there's again another great brood pattern and some larvae, and then there's a great amount of capped honey over here. So this hive is doing great. They have been for a while now, but my dad captured this one almost a year ago now. So this hive is almost 1 year old. So just again a really good brood pattern. Then there's all the honey and nectar around the edges. So now I'm going to skip forward down into the next box, and if there's no eggs down here, then I will reverse the boxes. Alright, I'll skip forward and see you guys in a minute. Now I'm in the bottom box. I removed some cross comb that they made at the bottom, and they connected the two frames, and they actually started laying. The queen was laying in there, so I had to remove that. Now I'm in the bottom brood box. This is mainly nectar filled. There's a tiny bit of pollen, some bee bread, but no real eggs or brood or anything. Yeah, mainly just food stores. Alright, this frame just peeking down at it makes me think that the queen has not been down here in a while. Because I see some hatched bees. And typically the first thing that they do after they hatch is clean up after themselves. Alright, I'm looking for the queen because I'm seeing some small larvae and brood. Oh, I think I see some bees festooning. That's when they gather together and they're making new comb. Oh, that's cool. So I'm checking to see if their wax glands are activated, but I don't see them, so. Gonna check for eggs down here. So if I see eggs, I'm just gonna say this is a good thing, and I don't need to reverse the boxes. At the moment, I'm not seeing eggs. Oh wait, I just saw some. Okay, they're super small, so I can't show you on camera. But they look like a grain of rice in these tiny cells, so you have to look really closely and get in the sun. But there's some brood. It's so hot outside, it's starting to get me a glimpse of summer. And these bee suits, I feel like they're like 20, they can add 20 degrees to the heat outside. So I'm checking to see if there's any. No bees are emerging right now. That would be a cool shot, but I don't see anything. So it's time for me to. Okay, I'm seeing some bees. This next frame, I'm just gonna show you because it says full of brood. But I'm seeing some bees that are like I'm seeing some bees that are loaded up with pollen. Oh, they're all the bees are joining. Oh wow, they're all climbing down to the side. They might because they're coming off of the stuff down there. Alright, now they're starting to come up. But corner there. So this will be the last thing that I show you. And then I'll close up the hive. Okay. A good amount of bees. A lot of brood. And if you can see, and zoom in really closely. Oh yeah. Right there, you can see this bee has green pollen on its legs. So it shows you that, like, that's cool. That shows you such a wide variety of that the stuff that they're getting into and the flowers, even this early in the year. Alright, well, thank you guys so much for watching. And this is all I need to see. This hive's doing great. See you later.